Yo, 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 yo. Yo, 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 yo. What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Nate the Great coming at you with another live. You already know if you're new to the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe. To all the returning friends and family, you already know it's peace and blessings. Give y'all a little bit of time to tune in case these notifications didn't go out. First things first, TGIF. Happy Friday to everybody. Hopefully everybody's having a blessed and productive one so far. Hopefully everybody get through the hassles of the day towards the weekend. Well, shit, the weekend is here, y'all. Hopefully everybody will be enjoying their weekends, accordingly. Praying hands to those who definitely need it right now, especially if you're suffering from serious health issues, even if it's minor. Healing prayers to those who need it. Appreciate those who tuned in last night for the conversation. I know it was a late night one, but stuff like that need to be talked about and still need to be put out there. So, boss lady, what's going on, baby? Happy Friday, baby. Appreciate everybody that did tune in last night for the convo. And if you missed it, you can always catch the replay. Shout outs to Miss 702 for popping up on the panel, speaking some good facts too, And it's the truth. Convos like that needed to happen. Normally, I'd have been doing my poetry night, but I actually got me some rest. And when I said, you know what, let me just talk about this. So tonight we are in here for some poetry. It's going to be an early one. I'm gonna definitely set the time reminder. Bird, I ain't forget about you tonight too. I think I got the notification set, so I'm gonna chime in on that one. All in all, though, combos need to be had like that because it really does open up the awareness factor again. I mean, let's keep it real. Some of y'all are crying about how the schools are that messed up. The streets is messed up, so on and so forth. And in the same token, you're producing the poison. What I mean by producing the poison, it's crazy that you don't want nobody to say nothing to your kids. And this is for some of y'all parents that still need to hear this. Oh yeah, this is a chop up from last night, and I'm still calm and collective, but I feel it still needs to be a logical conversation. You cannot get upset about people giving your kids criticisms, especially if they're constructive. Complain about the school systems being fucked up, and then the same token, some of y'all are the reasons why it's fucked up because you're not coming up doing your jobs as a parent. Like I said, back in the days, there was a lot of things that I already knew they tried to implement, but it wasn't going down because it was a community outreach. It was a community stand on things. Nobody's standing as a community. And in the same token, you can't expect your kid not to get checked on certain things. This is why you sending them to school, right? But then again, I don't think some of y'all be even fortunate enough to homeschool your kids anyway. They ain't showing no type of interest in no type of learning at all. Right now, as we speak, I don't walk past at least 5 teens that should have been in school right now, and they out and about. And these are people that's not even 14, 15. So you make the shit make sense. And I know every state is different, but even when it comes down to certain things, again, I expect shit to change if y'all not making that move. D Truth, what's going on, bro? Again, you sending your kids to learn, not to try to be fighting adults, causing mayhem, doing wild shit. That's not what you sending your kids to school for those who are sending their kids to school. And you need to start checking shit at home because, again, I remember back in the day, we even thought about trying to come up at a teacher at least. We didn't know what the fuck was happening. For you know, that teacher knew our parent. And if that teacher knew our parent, they ain't have to get no crazy with us. They ain't have to do like how some of these teachers have to do now. Some of them having to defend themselves, almost like they in the streets fighting because these kids is nope. Oh, you want to wild out? Hold this. Let me get on the phone real quick and shut that whole shit down. That's not happening no more. Every time, even when the schools do call y'all get upset about certain shit. It is your kid at the end of the day. If I'm calling you because your child is being a disruptance in class, even if I know how to, and they still doing the same old thing, what does that tell you? There's a problem there. Get your kid some help or do what you're supposed to do as a parent. I don't think no teacher should have to raise their hands neither towards no kids. Don't matter if they teach in elementary, junior high, or high school. Doesn't matter. Any type of teacher doesn't matter. If they're teaching you something that's beneficial, should not have to worry about probably having to defend themselves or even get in trouble because y'all can't get it together. Swoop, what's going on, baby? I'm good. You already know I'm good. It's a blessed Friday. Just brushing off the rest of this live that I started last night. Because that's a question that need to be asked. Are we doomed? Like it's real funny. Because I'm thinking about all the stuff that's been happening in this, and there's nothing but emotional things happening. Nothing logical is being thought about. Don't make sense. No teacher should have to worry about possibly fighting against no damn student, especially if it's not their child. And even if it was their child, they wouldn't have to go through that. I know some people who actually teach. Their kids are in the same classes that they teach. Even when they disagree on certain things, you think they getting out of pocket with each other? No. That's how much of a bond they got. You wouldn't even know that they was related. Like, that's how serious it is. Like, it feels like nobody's understanding that. You're going to have to really start guiding all of these kids, all of these teens. Get them out that fucking emotional stage. Not saying they got to be super militant, but they got to learn when to decipher emotions and when not to. If I feel something wasn't disrespectful, I don't need to give it a reaction. But if I feel it's disrespectful, I'm going to give it all the reaction as I'm supposed to. And it's still going to be a way to do it. And even then, I felt like this. You should never even raise your hands to no adults, period. I'm from that era again. Whether we knew you or not, we wasn't raising our hands to nobody that was considered an elder, even if they wasn't in the elder status. Doesn't matter. They way older than us, period. Have respect. And see, even this, I'm going to be honest with you. Even back in the day, the difference was between then and now, we had a bond, all of us. The kids, the teens, the young adults, the elders. Everybody had a rapport with each other. Everybody was able to talk with each other, sit down and listen to each other and respect each other, regardless to what the fuck was going on. We ain't doing that no more. We ain't doing that no more, and that's the problem now. Common problem. And again, if you're sending your kids to school, you need to be sending them with the best regards. And I believe some of y'all need to really start going up to them schools and checking up to see what's going on with your kids. If you feel like your kid is that much of an angel, right? Go make sure that's what it is. If you feel something wrong, go figure out what's going on and do the best thing. Y'all want to cry about schools ain't safe and I don't want to send my kid to school. Yeah, but then guess what? Sometimes it's the kids that is causing the bullshit in school. Why? Because everybody is doing emotional and wild out shit. Still, what's going on, bro? What's going on, bro? Top of the morning. What's going on, my guy? Like, come on. Let's keep it real. If I had thought to even lift my hands up to any teacher, I knew for a fact, even if they didn't know my mom's personally, I knew for a fact I was going to be coming into some bullshit that I ain't want to come into. It's just a respect level, period. Because even the people in my family that was older than me, even if it was by 8, 10 years maybe, I still had to have that respect regardless. It wasn't wired to just be all off the rip like that. Nah, despite my temper, I just know when to show it and when not to. I know when to attack and when not to. Something that is hard to do for some people. Riders, what's going on, baby? Mm. Ryder, what's going on, y'all? Y'all already know. Slap the hell out that like button. Just slap him. Nigga need to slap right now. Nah, Rod, this is the truth because come on now. I'm still thinking about not just that situation with the teacher. There's been multiple situations like that we done seen or we done heard about that we know wasn't common back in the day. It's because like nobody hearing each other and hearing each other out. This is why I was saying and campaigning that one week like I was campaigning about just having love, honor, and respect for each other and just listening to each other. Because that shit does go a long way. How you expect certain things to change if we all still fucking lost in the source? We still lost in the corners. You don't know which way is up and down. Like, what the hell is going on? Like I said, if I thought to even pick my hands up towards a teacher, I knew I was expecting some sort of shit when I came home or before I even got home. That's how much of the community was really on the kids. Like, didn't matter. Your uncle could have been around the fucking vicinity and seen some shit. Yo, you know, I'm gonna see. You know what? I'm gonna check you when you get home. I'm gonna let your mama know, but I'm gonna be there later. Just like Miss 702 said, shout outs. You always got that one uncle that be in the midst of everything, but it's quiet. And then they'll chime in when it needs to be. Like, yo, I seen your boy over here doing this. I seen your daughter over here doing this. Got one of those uncles as well too. They don't fully got to be in the mix, but they in the mix. If y'all haven't done so by now, y'all already know y'all got them blue magics. Show each other some love, whether you dropping them links or not. And since I know we got one sniper in here, at least two of them, y'all already know just to hold it down because you know I'm about to not look at the chat again for a minute. I'm sorry, but this is how I always do it, especially when I'm on my walk. So I gotta keep my eyes visual. You don't want your boy getting hit on the bus, right? Nah, I ain't gonna do that. Right now, you're gonna hit them good old birds. But it's the truth, though. We gotta start listening to each other and really start hearing each other out on all the chords because we ain't gonna never get rid of a lot of this madness. We know some of it we can't get rid of. That's just life because that's what gives it a perfect balance. You can't just have good all day. I understand that. But some of this shit that we know ain't good shouldn't even be a fucking factor to begin with. Hold on, D Truth, I got you. You know, and I'm saying this to say that you know better to be raising your hands towards adults, period. Sorry. Some of y'all should know better. If it's not a dire situation where you have to defend yourself for some reason, you shouldn't be lifting your hands to nobody that's older than you, especially if they're trying to help you out. Some of these people are quitting their jobs because they can't deal with the shit. They can deal with kids. Some of them will really die to learn something, and some are just going to continuously disrupt the class and act a fool and just make it hard for anybody to learn anything. And I feel in those situations right there, you as a parent are supposed to take that L, take that proverbial L, and go back to the drawing board. And if you can't get it right, then guess what? You the type of people that need to be homeschooling your kids because you just sending them there for nothing. And half of the time they ain't even going there. Half of these times they are not even going there. Half of the times they are probably out out trying to do adult shit outside smoking, drinking. And don't say it's because of what the adults is doing. No, there are some responsible adults that are doing what they're doing. I ain't the perfect example. Yes, I'm a pothead, but so what? I go to work, I pay bills, I do what the fuck I need to do as a grown ass man. And I don't fucking present certain. And even when I do, guess what? I done seen people do worse. At least you ain't gonna never hear me saying something about, this nigga was doing this in front of the. Nope. How you think some of these kids know what's going on there? Because some of those irresponsible adults, you seeing them in the streets. You know who the irresponsible adults is? Not just the ones that's not raising the kids, but the ones that are on the drugs heavy and refuse to get off of it. And it's not looking down or passing judgment. But again, don't act like the kids don't see everything that's going on. Again, even back in the day, there was a report when it came to that. We didn't know half of the people that we knew now was even on drugs heavy because they didn't present themselves like that. Why? Because it's all a mental. There's at least 3 people I know right now, still to this day, regards to what they done had more than a multitude of opportunities to turn their life over. They didn't. But you know what the difference is? They still kept that old mentality. They ain't letting you know they out there crazy, but they let you know, yeah, I'm still out here, but I ain't out here crazy. Like how, like, come on, have a certain rapport for yourself. And it's crazy because if you gotta pay attention to your kid, if you feel in certain things, and I'm talking about even from when they pay close attention because it could be something wrong, and if you overlook it or underlook it, now you're gonna have a dire problem. Then when you do start spotting certain things and try to get the help, they might get misdiagnosed, God forbid, or it might be too late. Now this is something they're gonna have to deal with for a minute. You don't pay attention to your damn kids. I'm sorry. How hard is it to say? I see something wrong with my kid. If you see a child got aggression issues, that's a fucking start right there. Oh shit. Let me figure out what's going on here. Break that down. I need that to make sense. Yo, truth, hold on. Loose, what's going on, bro? Bear, what's going on, man? Happy Friday to everybody that pulled in. What's going on, truth?
This ain't nothing big day. Hey, we be talking about this to our faces blue. You know what I'm saying? Because some of these parents just send their kids to school because they babysitters. That's all schools are now, babysitters.
Nah, they don't need no babysitters. You the one that brought them in the world, and if you want to bring them to school, they supposed to still have a high regard for the elders, not even just the elders, just authority, period. That's like them fighting the security guards. Even though security guards is here to make sure the school is protected, what you think? Some of them security guards ain't trying to hear that shit. They'll karate chop your ass real quick. That old school with it. Like, so you want to, all right, take this, and when your mother come up here, I'm going to tell her what's happening. Matter of fact, we done got technology now. Let me show her what happened.
Yeah. Yeah, just like you remember that show we did. We were talking about what we used to get when we were old school.
Yeah.
That we in school. Yeah. And our parents at work. They better let our parents had to come off work, cut out of the school. See, that's the problem right there. The parents these days are too young. What? Grandma was too young. You know what I'm saying? That's some that do what they're supposed to do. See what I'm saying? But at the same time, they try to be their kid's friend.
Yeah.
That's the problem right there. They try to be their friend, not being parents. They don't want to get mad at the teacher or adult for getting on their ass.
Yeah, you can't do that. That's the way you can't do that. And I told somebody that shit one day. I said, you can't sit here and expect your prime example. Like I told somebody, look, I don't give a damn. Even if you gonna let your kid do whatever, as far as all right, your kid's smoking. 9 out of 10, even if you try to tell them the right thing, they still gonna do what they don't. But I still don't agree with that. I'd rather them smoke here. I'd rather them. I'm not doing that. That's just me. In per
I'm not
se.
doing it either.
But I grant where they try. in the house because it's safe and this is that. I can understand we still in the long run. That's a way of playing as your fucking kid's friend right there.
Yeah.
They ain't gonna respect nothing when it's all said and done.
Then they not gonna respect.
Oh shit! I don't know what happened, D-Truth. What the hell happened? Oh shit! Hold on.
Oh shit! I'm up there
My
talking.
bad, you good.
Hey, I was up there talking. I didn't realize I was up there.
No, bro. Listen, and because you dropped down for a second. I said, "What the hell?"
No, but
I thought it was me because I'm like, "Oh shoot!" Now you good, bro?
Yeah, but it's like this right here. Then wonder why the kids got in trouble. Why the law? Why they at the police precinct?
Yeah.
And like they won't get on the child, but they take it. But the parents ain't looking at themselves, what they doing and how they treating their kids. Yeah, we got some good parents out there. Yeah, we got some bad ones out there. Yeah, we got some good teachers that doing what they're supposed to do, but also we got some bad teachers out there that not doing what they're supposed to do. Like the teacher in Texas set up a fight club in the goddamn classroom.
Yeah, that's the sad part about it. But see, that's the thing. And then not even that. Now, if your kid get hurt as far as now your kid end up getting killed, God forbid, it don't even got to be nothing that got to deal with that adult. It could be somebody around that's, you know what, I'm tired of this motherfucker. Bam! Yep. I'm sorry to say it like that because you got people who are just going to be patient for their time. Like, you know what, you're doing too much. If I don't kill you, especially if you're on that level, if I got to take you down, I got to take you down. And I'm sorry to say it, but I wouldn't even do that. I still wouldn't even go that route. But it's sad that it's coming almost to that point right now. Some of y'all got to be more mindful.
Yeah. It's just like some of these kids that get bullied in school. They can't even go tell their parents. You see what I'm saying? That's sad. And then when they find out, it's too late. The kid don't commit suicide. Come on, man. Cause back in the day, we could always go talk to our parents about shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. No matter what it was. Nowadays, what parents sit down and listen to their child?
9 out of 10, some of them, even if they listening to them,
they ain't hearing them.
They not hearing the all in all message. They letting it go over their head. See, my mom's was, I'm gonna be honest, and may she rest in peace, but that was one of the most, this is where I get it from, bro. That observant shit is too much. Sometimes it be that worse. Sometimes it be, yo, son, why you? I'm wired like her, but I'm also wired like my pops to a degree. You know, when it's time to attack, son, it's time to attack, son. That's it. But other than that, I'm always on a logical observation of things because it's like, come on. I used to be able to sit there even if I didn't open my mouth about certain things. She didn't know off the rip.
Yeah.
It was just that you were in tune with your kid, like something wrong.
Yeah. It's just like when I'm talking to somebody, I'm looking at them. The words coming out their mouth, but they facial expression, body language says a whole different thing. What coming out of their mouth? If you know your kid, you don't have to say nothing. You can understand their body language. That's if you're paying attention to them. Exactly. You see what I'm saying? Some parents don't know their kids' body language. Yeah, it kind of like the saying, do what I say, not as I do. But on problem with that, telling a child that, guess what? You tell them to do as you say and not as you do. They're gonna do as you do, not what you say, because they see you do it, and they're gonna think it's all right.
Yeah.
Then you want to get on them for doing it.
Oh, they about to attack me. I'm out of here. My bad. I was trying to mute them. They own one today. Help! It's Attack of the Birds Part 2, the Hood Edition. Help!
Hey, they said you the wrong part of the hood, did
it? Yeah, but shit. I don't need to get shoes on, not today.
but the thing is you see these kids, these young kids. Like I told you, I seen some teenagers. It's 11 o'clock at night. I'm coming from work. They out. What the damn parents at school tomorrow? Where the damn parents at? Let them roam the street by themselves. I know you don't seen it too. I know everybody. I know just about everybody that's over 30, over 25 has seen some kids out and about by the damn self.
Yeah, I just spoke about that the other night.
And I guarantee you, when we went somewhere, our parents knew where we were, and guess what? We better be where we say we at.
Yeah, if not, when they found us, it was on, and it wasn't nothing nobody could say or do. See, I was ready to get one of those, but most of the time, I really was where I was at. It's just I ended up getting into certain situations where she was like, before you even thought about it, I was on your neck. Where you thought you was going? I can't do this. But see, that's how it was. Some of us used to be upset, and then some of us, some of us people like that was around us. They parents. It was rare that you had parents that didn't give a fuck about their kids. Yeah. Even if they know their kid was doing wrong, they still was trying to guide them some way. As far as, look, man, don't get arrested, don't get yourself killed, man. I'm trying to do the best I possibly can with you. If you want to make these damn decisions, and that's why I'm saying it's always a hit and miss, because you got some who got both parents. Both parents is in tune with them to a degree, but then they still decide they want to run that street life because they've been influenced by people.
Yeah, and but when we grew up, I'm talking to some people in the chat. It's like this right here. You get in trouble with the law, guess what? Then my mom told you get in trouble with the law. I ain't coming to get your ass out. Yeah. You just have some of the consequences. Now you got these parents. Oh, I gotta go get my child out. What lessons did they learn? What lessons have they learned? Sometimes you gotta let the child suffer the consequences of their actions. Instead of trying to bail them out, you'll see this not just for the rich folks. It's some of these folks that middle class, lower class, always bailing the kids out of some trouble that they get in. And the kid think, okay, I can go do this and I ain't gonna get in trouble. I ain't gonna suffer no consequences of my action. Until they start suffering the consequences of their action, they ain't gonna learn nothing. What lesson are they learning if their parents or whoever they're guardian keep bailing them out?
Facts. Now, what's going on, baby? Carlton, what's going on?
Cause the lot I'm gonna do, my child might get clapped, might not. Especially the subject I got. If so, oh well, so be it. You know what I'm saying? I might be off for a week, my main channel, but so be it. The truth got to be told.
Wait, how that goes?
It's about transgender and women's sports. You know how they?
Oh yeah, I seen the notification for it. Oh shit.
That's why I kept dropping my backup channel.
Oh wait, can somebody do me a favor? Whoever got a blue magic, can y'all do me a favor and drop the backup channel for Warzone 8? Thank you kindly.
But it's back to what we were talking about. Kids these days, they don't get no ass whipping. They don't get them hands laid on them. If you know what I mean. I ain't talking about no fists, not beat up. I'm talking about the ass whipping.
Discipline.
Yeah, the ass whipping.
That's what I was telling somebody. You got, first of all, you got butt cheeks for a reason, not just to release whatever, but you got butt cheeks for a reason. This is what you got a belt and a paddle for a reason. That was to come into play. This way, there is no hit nobody in the face, hit nobody in the, no. Your ass cheeks is meant for you to get your butt whooped. That's the discipline right there. Your butt red, you can't sit down. You going to think about that consequence. Like, all right, you got it. You got it. Like, I can't say, all right, you got it. Like, that's how it's supposed to be, technically. True, what's going on, bro? My guy?
Yeah,
that's how it was. Them ass whoopings was critical. See, the belts, the man, listen. Don't let the extension cord come into play or the switch. Because even still, your ass is going to be sore for about a good old motherfucker. My shit hurt. Yeah. But you thought about that lesson, right? Yeah. I ain't going to do it again. That's what need to happen, though. Stop being friends with your kids for some that need to hear it. I'm not saying some I know for a fact ain't doing it, but for those who need to hear that, stop being friends with your kids. There's still got to be a balance there. You are supposed to still show the emotion and all. I grant that, but that don't mean be friends with them. I'm not smoking no weed. Even if I had kids now, they wouldn't be smoking with me. If I'd have had kids young like I almost did, and they was here now, I still wouldn't. Y'all better go on about your business. Cause that's how it was with me. I wasn't smoking with my mom at all. I barely smoked. And if I did, she look at me like, all right, time to go. Oh, shit, crazy, Loose. Nah, but see, even that's a punishment right there. Oh, you want to act up? All right, well, think about your punishment.
Yeah, it's like this right here. I used to hate it. I'm gonna tell you a story. I used to hate it when my mom was on the door saying, "Go down and get me a switch."
Yeah.
And you know your ass in trouble.
Don't cut that small switch.
oh, yeah. They're gonna sit that one to the side. Then they're gonna go out there and get one or two or three and twist them together. At that break, guess which one they're gonna use? The small one that you brought in, and guess what? It's not gonna break.
Facts.
See, that called discipline. And guess what? Now you got kids sitting around adults in their face. That's another thing. That's another problem.
In their business. Yeah, in their business, instigating, doing certain shit. I seen it. That's why I was telling dude the other day when I was at work. I said, bro, your dumb ass about to try to jump this fence. First of all, it's still a hole in the ground, you fool. You the fucked around and hurt. And there's a big ass metal pipe sitting out there. But that's because they already getting ready to like hook some shit up. I'm like, nigga, you done fucked around and hurt your own. And then these kids were, oh, it's a viral moment. Oh shit, yep. Like, come on, set examples. Even in the streets, set examples, man. I know I see a group like the other day. I seen a group of kids come talk with y'all, and I said, "Oh shit, let me cover this blunt in my hand, so they don't even see what's going on." Yep. I still try to keep it like that to some degree. That's just the respect right there.
Yeah, and if adults see you sitting around them like, "What you doing here? You're supposed to be in here. Go in the other room."
Yo, Kev, salute, bro. I ain't even peep you in here.
Yeah,
don't worry, Kev. Hold up, Kev. Don't think you slick, bro. Find them piano keys, because when you think you about to just leave, you got to play the organ at the church. I'm still on my new nickname alert, Petty Parker, aka your friendly neighborhood petty man. Nah, but you're right though. I mean, I'm saying like that part right there should never. Because trust me, even back in the day, what you doing? Y'all, look, y'all done got what y'all needed, right? Go play, go do something with yourselves. Don't come over here. See, that was a respect level, because at least the adult. I'm not saying you can't enjoy yourself even when you have kids, but it still should be a fair balance. My kids should not be around me if I'm doing something I don't want them doing. I don't want them seeing me doing.
There you go. That's the point. Because it is what it is.
The weeping willow, exactly. Oh, you want to talk about mothers? Go get them cat of nine tails. Don't let you get one of them switches where you got the extras on it. Oh, you want to feel it.
Mm-hmm. And then that these kids these days, they technology sounding smart.
Yeah.
That's the thing, and that what mean you've been preaching. You gotta sit down and talk to your child. Find out what's going on in their life. Just like you said earlier, go find out what going on at the school.
Yeah.
Don't wait till it's too late.
Exactly.
Oh, I ain't know my child was doing this. Hey, how many times you been out to school just to show pop up? I know my mom popped up several times at the school, but on the problem is she was a substitute teacher, so I couldn't get away with shit. And just like you said, some of the teachers they knew your parents.
Even if they wasn't teachers. Even if they wasn't teachers. Prime example, one of the schools I went to, the lunch lady knew my moms. Two of the teachers knew my moms. Three of the other three counselors knew my grandmother. First of all, D2, this was fucked up, right? How you end up getting? No, listen. This is the rarity of this, right? My mom's went to a different high school than I went to, right? How is it you end up getting the same guidance counselor that she had when she was in that school? I'm like, wait a minute, what? He was like, wait a minute, you look familiar. They say the name looked familiar. Then I was like, yeah. I said, you kind of look familiar. I said, was you at Erasmus? Yeah, I was a guidance counselor. Yeah. As soon as I said my mom's name, oh my God. He said, spitting image. Yeah. Yeah. I'm like, wow. So either which way, I was still screwed. Couldn't like, oh man, you know it too. Oh, damn it. I ain't gonna never have no fun.
Hey, now here's one right here. Here's one for you right here. See, I was I probably a grade ahead. I probably a grade ahead of my sister, right? Well, the same geometry teacher, he lived in our neighborhood. Good guy. My mom had him when she was in school. My sister had him. Then I had him. Now think about that. That's fun as hell. That's fun as and when I don't understand, at least I could go down his house and he could explain to me one-on-one that connection. You feel what I'm saying? That's connection that the teachers back when we went to school that kind of had with students. Now, plus our parents and our grandparents and uncle and our relatives, we learned something at home too about respect. It's about what really went on in life in the past. And so if a teacher comes say something out the wall that really don't fit the narrative, guess what? You knew the right thing to do. It's all about respecting the elders, the adults around you.
Facts. Uncle L, what's going on, bro? Hold on, let me reset this fake clubhouse. If y'all just tuned in, hit the like button. And if y'all new to the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Oh, shoot. Damn, son. My bad. Yeah, my fault. You good, because the little kid was just skateboarding on his little thing and just went face first. Hope he good. Nah, I be eerie about that too, especially in certain spots. Because I told you they doing construction and shit out here, so you gotta be mindful too, because you don't want your kid just doing a normal routine and mess around and. But yeah, that thing right there. Just stop being. Oh man, let me say this the right way. Again, stop being friends with your kids.
Yeah.
And if you know your kids is doing wrong, you feel you can't do nothing with them, you know they doing wrong, you got to do the right thing. Even if it's, man, listen, I love my child, but if you ain't going to listen to reason, you got to sit your ass down. Just like Bird said, got that one jail-free card. After that, sit your ass in. That's exactly how it was with my mom. You got one time to get into some shit. I might bail you out this first time. Second time, you're going to sit your ass right there. I got arrested twice. Wrong place, wrong time. I didn't do nothing at all, did you? My mom still stood by that. My mom was like, nigga, you stayed home like I told you. I said, I didn't do nothing. If you would have stayed home like I told you, this wouldn't have happened. I'm like, damn, man. And I did not, but it was like shit. I didn't even, that shit got thrown out because, again, I was just wrong place, wrong time. I'm like, how, Craig? How? Like, do I fit the description of everybody that's out here doing some robbery? I'm not robbing nobody. I'm in here. Truth. I'm on my, this is when I was really heavy on my music. I'm listening to some fucking beats my boy just made. Turned around, niggas ran down on me. I said, you serious?
Hey, Hey, you know what? You know what's wrong, don't you? Already knew what was wrong. It's not
I
what you
didn't do
did.
nothing again. I was already mad. My mom, I felt like she jinxed me that day. She was like, "You always want to go out, yeah, but shit, it ain't nothing to do over here. I don't want to sit in the house. I got my people's about, and it was nice as fuck. I'm like, we about to go play some ball, chill like how we always do. And it's a Saturday. Think I really want to be in a house on a Saturday, and it's the nicest Saturday it's been throughout the whole winter? Hell no, I was trying to be out, which I
Hey,
was. We don't play football, basketball. We done went, got something to eat, went elsewhere, chilled out. Next thing you know, some shit went down. They thinking it's all of us. I said, come on, bro. Come on. Come on. I ain't do nothing. I can't even. And so, well, you did have a. Yeah, because I wasn't doing nothing. You think I'm gonna be trying to rob somebody when I got all my electronics on me? You must be smoking rocks. That's where I got that fucking phrase from. You must be smoking rocks. Shit.
yeah, yeah. The show I did, I think it was Wednesday, Thursday night, 102, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday night. That Who's Your Daddy? It's gonna be a part 2 to that one too. So
Yeah, I'm gonna chime in on that one. Definitely gonna chime in on that one. I don't know. That shit
yeah,
is crazy, but it's true. I do believe that though. Uh, even if it's a little off topic, I do believe that part though. Somebody asked me that last night, and I said it straight up. DNA testing should be mandatory. Whether
mm-hmm.
you got whether you got doubts or not, still make sure that's what it is. You
Yeah,
don't want
and,
to take
and
no chances.
you're right, and I stress, okay, you believe, like I said, it could be for your own benefit and the child's benefit with that, cause with that right there, just like I said, you don't, if you believe the child's yours or not yours, it's for health reason, cause you may have something in your family you don't know about, and the child's got, and they can help you out. And that what DNA testing comes in at. They won't have to see if y'all two are match. They would see,
Facts.
and that's the bottom line to it. Yeah, the child might not be yours, but then again, it might be yours. But guess what? The health reason, if the child not yours and something happened to that child, and you've been raising that child, guess what? You can't help that child.
Yeah.
Just
That's
like
all.
some. Go ahead, Nate.
Nah, you good. Hold on. King Me, what's going on, bro? Wendy, what's going on, baby? Red Eye, what's going on? See y'all in here. Nah, you good, Truth. Just wanted
Yeah,
to now some of the people that popped in.
respect to everybody in the chat. Go sub up to the Truth Zone. That's my backup channel. Go sub up to D Truth TV. That's the main channel, which I'm gonna be on today. And cross your fingers that it don't get clapped for what I'm gonna say today.
Oh, can somebody do me a favor again and drop my third backup channel for me, if you would kindly please? I think the club might be open later. I don't know. It might be open later. For the vote, Stop playing for the
hey, hey, Nate,
Yeah.
we always hey, look, we always get in trouble somehow or another.
Mm. I
That's
ain't getting in
sad.
trouble. I ain't getting in trouble, but I think my other channel ain't gonna be back until tomorrow sometime. 'Cause I think I got clapped last Friday, and that's why I'm saying I'm mad because the song that got me clapped, I just played that shit. I said I never even played it at any time. Says when you gonna tell me that's a whole? Yeah, we just gonna take it. So now y'all really being specific about certain music. That's why I'm like, oh, y'all want to clap that? Just like last night, they clapped my shit, but they
They
just said,
did.
oh, yeah, they clapped my shit last night. They clapped it live last night. Like, that shit got me heated, but they didn't give me a strike though, so I was good. Put this back on the field. Use this whole
But hey Nate, but usually I don't get clapped. They just shut me down there and it comes back up. They just give me a copyright claim. So, but it is what it is. But when you try to bring the truth and try to have fun, they want you to have fun. They're ready for people to talk about each other on here.
Facts. Matter of fact, let me just give y'all this shit because I'm just have to type it out. Y'all acting light skinned today. Y'all like y'all want to drop my link.
Which one was it? I didn't know you had a third one.
Type in Warzone 8. 718.
I think somebody dropped it all. I think somebody had dropped it.
Did they? No,
Yeah.
I see yours.
Boss Lady Bird did.
Oh, okay. Appreciate you, Bird. I couldn't see nothing. I gotta turn my damn screensaver back up again. Son of a bitch. I gotta scroll back up. So damn. Oh yeah, there she go. That's what I'm talking about, baby.
Yeah, but the kids these days it's just out of the hand, And we're gonna see. We're gonna have a little. I'm gonna have a little fun tomorrow, a little bit. Sister birthday today. Yeah, my sister's birthday today, and tomorrow it's party time tomorrow. Then I gotta go to the plantation Sunday.
Oh shit! Happy birthday! Oh shit! Oh, that's what's up, baby. Yeah, I need y'all up in this mother. I just realized why I couldn't go from YouTube live itself like I wanted to. They really huff. I gotta have 50 subs. I was like, wait, what? I didn't have 50 subs the last time I went live stream from YouTube. Smoke rocks. Oh, hey, what's going on, bro? Nah,
what's up?
Man, what's going on, baby?
It's just like see, you two act like kids where they can't get their way.
Ooh.
That's right, YouTube.
Oh yeah. Nah, you know what's funny? Because I seen 3 people say that they had to re-wrench up people, and they was even surprised. Like, wait, what? Like, why I don't got none of my? I don't know what they've been doing.
Yeah,
that's why. Like when my homegirl was saying that the other day, she was like, "Where my wrench at?" I'm like, "I gave you a wrench months ago. Like, what are you talking about?" So I'm gonna say this for those who might have a wrench and don't have it no more. That is not my fault. But if I see that you ain't got one, especially you've been one of the main ride or die ones, I got you. That's why I put that fair use up, because I feel like y'all doing something, y'all conspiring against the people.
Yeah,
oh, hey, what's going on in the U.S. a lot. I'm quite sure you got worldwide news. What's going on over there where you at? Christy, what's going on? Christy, you better sub to that backup channel, baby.
Hey, Christy be all Christy be all up in the YouTube streaks.
Yeah, I know. But she be missing out the club and then wonder why shit be going on. See? If y'all haven't done so, if y'all just dropped in, Boss Lady Bird definitely dropped that backup channel. I need y'all peoples, baby. I don't know, because in case of Suge Nate get clapped for real, hey. It was fun while it lasted. But at least I know I still got another one and another one. And sometimes now, I ain't gonna be making that many, but I'm just saying I needed that one. Because I was like, damn, I know everybody crying right now. We missed the club. Yeah, we missed the club last night. We had some fun. But I think I know why I got clapped though. I can't play no more Mystica.
No more Mystica?
Nah, but I went to go play. Look, I went to go play one, and then I went to go play something else. Tell me why I went to another Mystical song that I wasn't supposed to go to. I said, you can't be serious. I did not even click on that song, and you going to just. I said, okay, we playing games. I had to reset everything last night. PlayStation 1, my shit was buggy for a minute. They heard me last night saying that shit at certain points. Like, yeah, I'm mad right now. Intermission.
but like we said, I want to ask the chat something. I want to ask the chat something right quick. If you're a parent, put a 1 in the chat. I want to find out. I want to see something. If you're a parent, put a 1 in the chat, because it's a question I got behind it. You already know I got something playing. Got a question behind it. I guess nobody else a parent. Okay, for all you that parent, how many of you was all up in your child's shit, as you to say? You know what I mean by that? All up in your child's life and knew what was going on.
Exactly. Look, it's a bunch of ones in there.
Hey,
There's a
Christy
bunch
put
of ones in there.
look. Christy put 6, then came back and put another one.
She being lifetime petty. There she go.
Then another one. I asked that question is because I know some of y'all is all up in your child life. Y'all know exactly what going on in their damn life. Whether they grown or little, you know what the hell going on in their life. That was not happening today. That's why I want to know. Y'all know what's going on in their life, don't you?
Yeah.
She said she was and still is. Boss lady said her child knew to stay out of grown folk business.
They say they give you a free live at Nate the Great before you hit 1,000 subs. They email you all changes and stuff. Well, I ain't getting none yet, and I ain't nowhere near there yet. So it is what it is. My scalp hurt. I gotta stop being petty anyway, but I'm not being petty. Not that petty.
Petty Nate Wolf Zone. You know what I call you, Nate?
Yeah.
Petty Wolf Zone.
Yeah. That's why I said it's Warzone Nate. I'm about to play Call of Duty right now. My scalp hurt. Nah, you know what it was? Because I played it back to back.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah.
But I didn't mean to play it back to back, bro. I literally went to go play what's the name? Trick Daddy, Take It to the House. And that shit went straight to Mystical. Shake your ass. I ain't want to fucking play that shit. I just already played Danger. I got enough of my Mystical for the day. Like, come on, man. Like, I was giving a balance yesterday. Shoot. I was even playing shit I didn't know I was supposed to be playing. I said, okay. you know.
Yeah, but we got to realize some of these parents are still kids they damn self. I don't know who gonna listen to this. Who feelings I just hurt? I call it like I see it. You just kids.
Yeah.
You know, remember, you got kids. You gotta grow up.
Facts.
And you wonder why. Yeah, and you wonder why your daughter pregnant while she's still in school.
Facts.
Why your son? And you wonder why your son got another girl pregnant? He's still in school. And then here you go. You got to help your daughter raise a baby that she don't know a damn thing about. Here you go. You got to help your son have to pay for diaper, pampers, all that stuff for a baby you wouldn't expected him to have.
Facts.
Because you just want to be. Because you just want to be your child friend. Now your child got to grow up. Now your child got to grow up quick.
Yeah, they shouldn't have to. But see, even when you had those back in the days, those situations happening with the young parents, guess what? They were still even in the corners. They was trying to do the best they could, even if they did need slight help. They were still trying to finish school. I know people who had kids young, they slipped up or because of certain circumstances. And guess what? They still was finishing off school, doing what they had to do. But again, that's because everybody was together as a community.
Mm-hmm.
They ain't like that no more.
Mm-mm.
I got you, Red Eye. Don't worry, I got you, bro.
You seen it? Yeah, it's just like ooh. Like DJ, like we went, like we as kids, we went outside and played with our friends. We was outside, and we had an agenda. Especially if they said you gotta stay in the house today. Oh, go bar them enough, and they doing something. They gonna send you outside anyway. These days kids don't even go outside hardly.
Yeah, because they stuck on the damn. They stuck on. If they not stuck on the game systems, they stuck on anything social media wise. And if it's not that, they out trying. And when they are out, they out late trying to be grown. So
Mm-hmm.
like, and that's what I'm saying. Like the other day, I was like, look how nice it was, and even though it was spring break, you ain't seen not a half of people outside. And the
Mm-hmm.
ones that was outside, they was with they was the young ones with their parents. Like, okay, we gonna go out and go do this.
Mm-hmm.
Like, other than that, everybody else that should have been like, we out and about doing this, they wasn't even playing ball, and all the parks is open. I said, what the
Mm-hmm.
fuck is going on here? Like, this would have been the perfect time. Like, oh shit, I'm gonna play out. I'm gonna play some sports, do something. Niggas don't want to do that. They stuck on it, and then when they are out and about, they back and forth between houses, and you know the shit already now. Shit done changed up.
Yep.
What you mean the link got lost? Hold on, what you talking about? You want the link riders? I got you, baby.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna get ready to go do my thing.
I know when the plantation calls or your live stream calls.
You already know. You already know. Because I just checked that people in the chat, they sitting there waiting. Hey, look here. Look, I won't be like my other counterpart.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna
Who's
call her
that?
name. I ain't gonna call her name. You know who I'm talking about.
Uh-huh. I know.
You know what I'm talking about, don't you? We ain't gonna call her name. We're gonna let it be.
Yeah, because you doing your own thing. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know nothing. See, look, I'm never late for chat.
Yeah, but they gonna have to wait a little bit. I gotta go make sure mom get mom out. She washing up and get make sure she right first.
Facts.
You gotta take care of
No, I
mom
definitely.
first. No, I'm still here. I'm just gonna be on till I get through. Take care of mom. Then after mom get through, I couldn't go live till she get through anyway. So I just said it to them.
Facts.
But but I know I can go anytime. But I'll be ready to. All right. But yeah, y'all sub up to D Truth TV and sub up to the backup channel the Truth Zone.
Facts. Brooke, what's
And
going on, baby?
and I know I'll see some of y'all over there.
Yeah.
Peace them out. Peace them out. Y'all enjoy this fine day. Y'all enjoy this fine day because there ain't no telling when other days you're gonna get to enjoy it like this. Enjoy life and
Exactly.
love yourself.
Big facts. If you don't know that by now, you better know something. Okay, I don't like you like that, Rachel. No, but I got you.
See ya.
You
All
good,
right.
sis. You good, truth. I'm gonna probably be over there in a minute too. Don't worry. I like you, Rachel. That's why I gotta give you my D Money voice, cause I like you. What's going on? You on mute?
My bad. I was trying to take my speaker off. I still got you on the computer. I'm looking at the screen like I'm on the fucking computer still.
I see you still had a problem last night. No dog whoopings. No dog whoopings happened during the process of that
Oh
video.
man, the dogs tried to get freaky during my live. Like they was trying to make this a rated R show last night. I was like, what the hell just happened? Like they tried to drop my TV, my computer. I'm like, I ain't got bread for this. Y'all not doing this today.
Oh shoot!
Ain't
Yeah,
nobody got no $800 to sit here and spend for a tower, and then another 400, 500 for a screen, and then a TV. I'm like, I'm good.
nah, that's too much.
Listen, man, when you getting on your feet, you budget everything. Like it's not like when you a teenager and you getting all this money. Listen, that's why I agree with D Truth. That's why I hopped on the live because I agree with him. Like it's too many of us having kids at an early age and not knowing what to do. Like I think a lot of us are misguided, and it's coming from somebody that was in that position, in that situation at one point. Because everybody knows I got pregnant at 16, had my son at 17, and I was not guided at all. Like my life has been nothing but a battle, a fight to try to get justice for my son, try to get me on my feet, trying to do what I gotta do. No diploma, no nothing. A lot of us like need to speak to our kids, need to talk to our kids, have that conversation about the birds and the bees, why they can't climb that tree trunk, and much more. Like I had it through old heads, but my mom never really sat down and had them conversations. So I agree with D Truth. Too many of us is trying to grow up. I got pregnant trying to run from my house because of what I was going through, because of my mom having the lifestyle that she had. She had different men. I was already abused by one of her men, her boyfriend, her husband. Let's put it like that, because she was married with the man for so long. So it's like my way, me thinking that, all right, let me date this nigga, let me get out this house, maybe me getting pregnant, me doing this, and all that backfired. Like I've told my story, I've spoke about it and shit like that. Shit backfires when you're thinking you're doing the right thing and you're not. And all that happens when you're not guided.
Facts.
Look at how much my son had to suffer because I didn't know what to do. Look at how much I had to suffer. That's what I'm saying. Like our kids, once I had my son, and then once I started to have to fight for this boy the way I had to fight for him, I'm telling you that I realized that my life at the age of 18 was not my life no more. It wasn't mine. It's not mine. It's not yours. Once you got kids at that early age, all that fun, all that going out, all that partying, all that getting high on the weekends, that shit ain't happening no more. And that's where we gotta realize we gotta change. And guess what? We're kids having kids. And I wish a lot of adults, a lot of parents right now with kids out there could see that us kids having kids is not a good thing, because we do not know what we're doing. And in the beginning of me having my child, when I had my second pregnancy, I'm not going to sit here and lie. It was my biggest mistake that I ever made, was let my son call me by my first name. But I was young. I didn't feel comfortable having, a little kid saying, mom, 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 mom. So I let him call me Rachel. And that right there was my biggest mistake. But I was young and I didn't know. But you got to realize, when you're first having a kid at a young age, you don't sit here and have the mentality of a parent. You learn as you go. So I agree with D Truth. A lot of us are kids having kids, and we're treating our kids like friends, not knowing that we have to discipline them, not knowing that we have to chastise them. When you have kids at an early age, when do you discipline your kid? When do you know that they have done something wrong, when you're still doing kid things at that time? I don't know. Maybe somebody can give me the answer to that, because I'm still trying to figure that one out. Like,
It ain't nothing to figure out. I mean, honestly, like I said, I seen people who, well, shit, I know a couple of my peoples, they parents had them young, but they was still with that notion of, all right, even if they wasn't taught, they learned. And they learned as they went. Like, okay, I know I can't do this. I know this got to stop. That was the first thing they put in mind, was this ain't about me no more. This is about me and my kids. So, and they would put their best foot forward. And a lot of times, if they was in a situation where they had the dude that was trying to actually be there like they were supposed to be, then a lot of times it would work. Because guess what? All right, you doing this. Let me hold the kid down for me. Let me hold the kid down. Let me get him. Like I said, even back then it was a difference, because you had some of them youngins, even if they was out there having kids, the baby father was still a factor. So it's not like it was just even if both of them was finished in school, it didn't matter. They, it was a unit right there. Understand, sometimes things happen, yada yada yada. Okay, well, now you know what you got yourself into, and a lot of times that prepared them from doing the next mistake. Like, all right, look, we already learning right now. We ain't doing this no more until we really ready. That shit done changed drastically now.
That's some facts though, right there though. And two, as when we young, we really don't know, that, like, we think that having kids is just that easy, and a lot of these kids just sit here and pop babies thinking that, oh, the government money is gonna be enough. We need to stop going by what a lot of these old heads told a lot of us when we was young, because sitting down and waiting for these little government checks ain't helping us. And a lot of us kids really think that money is easy. We got to go out here and make this money to support these kids. Government, how can I say, government supplements is not enough. Like a lot of these people, maybe a lot of these old heads can, get through with government supplements and survive and shit like that, because they've been used to it. Like they got used to it. Look how they live their lives old school. But a lot of these kids having kids right now are not used to it. Half of them are spoiled. Two, a lot of the parents don't teach morals, respect, honesty, loyalty, none of that no more at all. They did at one point, maybe when we was growing up, but somewhere along the line, as we grew up and we passed the teenage stage, it's like the morals and the respects, the loyalty, the honesty, somewhere along that line, it got lost. Maybe I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. But as far as I'm concerned, I know that once I hit 18, going on up, I noticed how life started changing. And I don't get it. Like, it's not as easy as people make it seem. Like, once you have a kid at such an early age, all the fun is gone. And I notice why a lot of these parents out here that have kids at an early age still act like kids. They lost their childhood. But you know what's crazy? I'm not trying to like, I lost my childhood two ways. I got, I was abused at a real early age. My mom really gave the go around. Like, she really didn't pay attention. She didn't really listen. And then when I had my son for the first time, I completely lost my freedom. So it's like I tell everybody, I don't regret my son because he taught me so many things. He taught me how to be a mom. He taught me how to be a friend. He taught me how to be everything that I am right now. Yeah. But I wish that I could have had my son a little later on in life where I would have at least gotten my GED. I would have had some money in my pocket, a couple houses, maybe I would have had my career straightened. Where I messed up at was I should have kept going to school. I shouldn't have, I should have took the help, but I was so scared of the government, of the people, the way, because trust me, what they did to me was 302 my ass whenever I lashed out. Oh no, she's going to try to kill herself. I was screaming for help from the top of my lungs. And my way out was when my baby pops walked into my life. He was my curse as well as my blessing. And I say it like that because he was my blessing in the beginning. But at the end, because we rushed into it so fast, he ended up being my curse. And the reason I say that is because now I don't just have 2 kids by this man. I'm raising 3 kids, being a kid myself, and he's older than me. Because in the battle that we ended up trying to be with each other, trying to be with our kids, everybody knows that he got accused of rape. Now I'm with a heroin addict. You see where I'm coming from? So it's like people don't understand. Like, a lot of us females are forced to grow up in a way that, and it's just crazy. So yeah, we need to speak to our kids. We need to stop saying that every little thing they say is a lie and start doing our research as parents, both sides. I think I was gonna do a live tomorrow, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to do it. But I wanted to do it. I don't know how many of y'all heard about the story that just surfaced on TikTok about Eddie Guerrero's daughter and the stepmom, and I could relate to that story. And that's why I wanted to speak on it, because it's crazy how this girl came out and she was telling her mom, like, yo, listen, I was abused at this vacation trip and yeti. And the mom is talking about, oh no, that you're just a problem child. I'm sitting here, I'm like, yo, as a mother, I could never sit here and straight off the gate call my daughter or my son a liar when they're talking about I was sexually abused. And we're talking about these are celebrities, these are famous people. And This is going on TikTok. So the same thing that we go through in real life, people got to realize that these celebrities go through it too. And Eddie Guerrero's ex-wife, let's not say ex, because he died and they were still married.
No, his widow. I don't know how to say it. His widow. Yeah, his widow.
His widow. She should her priority should be her daughter. And it's crazy how that family is divided because of this accusation. This daughter said my stepdad abused me. Mom screaming from the top of my lungs, you're a liar. That's not true. I'm so tired of this. As a mother, you should take both sides of the story. Both sides of the story. And sit here and until you don't find out if your daughter is lying or not, get your daughter away from the supposed alleged danger. Like, I don't understand some women nowadays. Like, I don't know, it's because I was a victim back then, but to me is more, that should be something that a mother senses. If your child is telling you the truth or not, you should know your child inside out. And over some man, You never choose a man over your child, whether it's your daughter or your son. I don't care. Never choose a man. And it goes vice versa. I've seen men do it too, choose women over their kids. But I see more the women do it. And that's what messes me up in the head. Like, we're supposed to be nurturers. We're supposed to protect these kids. We're supposed to teach them, love them, like, keep them out of danger. But I see more mothers bring their kids into depression and suicide than what I see the fathers. And I'm not saying the fathers don't do it. I'm not saying they don't. But what I'm trying to say is that, I don't know, I've noticed that there's more fathers out here that need to be in their kids' lives because they're more understanding, even though they could be, you know, assholes, they could be whatever it is. But because the mom feels some type of way, that's why their dad is not there. Or it could be different, various other reasons. But that needs to stop in order for these situations to stop happening. Like, we can't fix everything in 1 day or in 7 days like God did. 6 days, however y'all want to put it. But we could try to make a difference, try to heal our community little by little. We stop doing the dumb shit that we're doing and start listening to each other, our kids, a little more. So every kid that says I got raped is a liar now. Like, make it make sense.
First of all, when it comes to stuff like that, you ain't even supposed to, off the rip, you supposed to not so much as chastise. No, you're supposed to find out what's what, because it could be something truthful, and then sometimes it might not be truthful. It depends on how the situation is played out too with that situation, because we are seeing there's a small handful of people who have got caught lying. Like, why would you even lie for? You know, but then again, that's also showing that there's signs of attention that need to be met at home. And but when you hear shit like that, nah, you supposed to off the rip. Let me make sure. Let me double check. Let me back check. Let me see whatever. I'm gonna make an investigation as soon as I hear something like that, just to be sure, because that's how it really was back in the day. Even when it came down to prime example, you see how some people used to. Let me make sure before how they used to do it with ACS. Prime example, they wasn't just giving you a case, even if it was a lie. If it was something that they thought was a lie, they was just gonna be like, "Oh, word, we got called on some false pretenses. Don't worry about nothing." And a lot of times you didn't have to worry about nothing. This situation now, the simplest lie can fuck around and get you a case forever. And that's what I'm saying. You got those who are really being fucked over, got a real dire bad, a background, and you letting them slip through the cracks. This is why we get certain situations like that.
And that's some facts. And like these kids that come out straight up lying, and I'm telling you because I have a sister, she screamed raped. I was put in the middle of like, goddamn, that's my sister, that's my baby pops, boom, 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 boom. But when you know somebody so much and when the evidence is right there, you got witnesses and everything, and you seen somebody that repeats a cycle like my sister did. Every time that a man said no, you scream rape, they end up locked up. That right there, that's why I say I know that there's two sides to a coin. There's the ones that scream, and it's fake, and then there's the ones that scream and it's real. That's why I say a lot of people need to take the time. But a lot of these people, see, my sister was taught to lie. Let's get that. My sister was really taught to lie about her father. And you know who that was? The same person that took my innocence. A lot of these kids that do that and scream are also groomed. We got to look at both sides of the story. The same way that, a little boy gets groomed into, a father could also groom his daughter to do certain shit. I'm like, y'all got to sit here and think about it. These kids are not born knowing this shit. These kids are taught.
Yeah, taught behavior.
It's all
That's
behavior.
Why you got to be mom. You got to be mom. So you
telling me that I'm gonna push a baby out, and I just straight out the womb, I had a little seed of Chucky. Make it make sense.
Yeah, they don't have no patience.
We watching too many movies. Like we're not looking at the messages that are given through the movies, but instead we're looking at the fantasy part of the movies.
Fact. And that's what I'm saying. And see, this is what I'm saying all in all. It's gonna take time and patience because again, you are the one that birthed these kids. So you gotta have your eye like an eagle. You're gonna have to, because anything you overlook or underlook, like I've been telling people, anything you overlook or underlook is gonna be a problem in the long run. Because when you were supposed to be addressing it and doing it, you didn't do it. So now when it becomes a serious problem, that's a problem. That's just like if you know for a fact your kid ain't supposed to be smoking or drinking, but and you ain't checking it until it's already too late. What you think they're gonna do? Respect it? No, they gonna laugh at you.
No, that's some facts. Listen, I had some lady get mad at me because, listen, how you in your 40s? I'm 33. Your son is 14. You sitting here, can you roll a Dutch? I'm gonna smoke with my son. No, you can smoke with your son. I'll be right over there smoking me a nice little fatty on my own. Because push come to shove, I'm not gonna say here, oh, no, I don't smoke with my own kids. Why would I smoke with yours? Make it make sense. You mad at me now because I wouldn't sit and smoke a Dutch with your child? No. Ain't no old head smoked no weed with me growing up, except for one. And she was just an old head. But she wasn't smoking with me. She let me smoke my own weed in her house so I wouldn't get in trouble. See, there's a big difference.
Fact.
There's a way big difference between somebody sitting here, come on, let's roll up and let's smoke. Like, you 13, I'm in my 30s. What the fuck am I sitting here doing? What type of conversation am I going to sit here and have with a 13-year-old that is not my son?
Absolutely nothing. Unless you want to ask them about school, they damn self.
Like, make it make sense. I don't want you to get high with my son. So if I do it, that's giving you the opportunity and it's giving you the chance, I don't know, the get-go, the okay to go ahead and smoke with mine. So no. I treat others the way I want to be treated, but people forget that shit. And that's why I say karma is a bitch. Like, people are like, oh, you use an eye for an eye. I never do an eye for an eye. You want to know why? Because at the end of the day, karma's there. That bitch exists. I just fall back and watch it like it's a movie.
No.
Let me get away.
Hold on. Let me address the people. No, let me address the people that are just Tiny Twist. What's going on, baby? I see somebody else popped up in here. Word, what's going on? I see all y'all up in here. I ain't forget about none of y'all. Already read all y'all. Y'all already know. Choose violence on the like button. Choose violence today.
I gotta find a bike shop around me, near me.
Yeah.
Because I let somebody use my bike and I'm so irked. I have 2 left pedals now. I will show you.
Johnny Blaze.
Let me see if I can flip my camera. Look,
no, you know.
I have a little motorbike I do my Uber Eats with, see? But I let somebody borrow my John. That John nice, see? But they fucked my John up. And I got 2 left pedals. I cannot ride a bike with 2 left pedals. I got a right foot and a left foot.
Nah, so look, they've been paying me for that.
See, this John calls me a static.
Excuse me, FCL.
This is my vehicle. I told people I like riding little electric Johns like this. I'm about to buy me another one, but I gotta stack up for it. This is my little vehicle right here. And then they lost my back basket to it, see?
And they've been giving up their last.
You know how much this John goes up to 35 miles per hour?
Let me see that again, because I think you got the same one my boy Uncle got, because I just seen that nigga just riding down the block not too long ago with that shit.
This little John nice. They got. See?
Yeah, it's the same exact one my boy Uncle got. That nigga be zooming.
Yeah, look, this one got 3 speeds to it. But when they got my John, they fucked it up. See, I gotta get a new one. They bust their ass on the fucking bike.
They bust their ass with?
They bust their ass on the bike. That's why I said I got 2 pedals.
Let me guess, they hit it.
Because they driving a bike like it's a motorcycle when it's a damn electric pedal bike. I had to figure out how to ride the dumb Jones fast, yo. For them to be little pedal bikes, them Jones is fast.
Yeah.
And people be riding them the wrong way. I'm like, y'all see somebody try to do a wheelie with that John the other day. I was like, you gonna bust your ass so bad, and I'm gonna laugh. I'm gonna be the first one. Them little fucking motorbikes.
CC, what's going on, baby?
It's safer than a motorcycle, though.
I bugged out with that one, though.
What?
I bugged out. As soon as I seen that on... because I was watching part of that video, and I said, yeah, the thing that happened out there in South Philly when the 2 people got killed and the 2 got gravely injured.
Yeah.
I'm like, is it the video I seen? I was bugged out. I was like, yo, look like everybody was just out having a normal conversation, and next thing you know, shit just got crazy. All I heard was, I
Mhm.
think the lady kept saying, the kids, the kids. I'm like, y'all really that
That's how
crucial
it
right
be.
now?
That's how it be though. Like this shit be crazy down here. I know Jersey
It's
bad, I
emotion.
know
That's
New York
why.
bad, but Philly likes to throw rocks and fucking hide their hands. And then it's not Philly, it's the people.
Yeah.
It's the people because listen, me going through these meetings and stuff, I found out we got so many resources, and I'm sitting here, I'm like, y'all just fucking everything up. It's just y'all, and then y'all just letting the wrong people go into office, the senator's office, the um fucking mayor's office, the DAs, and all that. Y'all letting the wrong ones in. I'm like, I'm just like, I knew about this, but to me, it was just he say she say stuff. Oh, am I by
Yeah.
myself? But now that I'm into these meetings like that, and they was like, Ray, yesterday in the meeting, I mean, yesterday when I was doing the live, the lady even said it, put your name up if you want to see that at the table so that you could talk directly. I was like, boom, I put my email, my name. I was like, yep, I want the chair directly at that table. I want to be able to, express my concerns to my community, especially while I'm here. Like I told everybody, once I get on my feet and I start buying these houses and start renting and selling them, it's curtains. I'm out of 6th Street, like, but I want to leave something behind. Like, I really was trying to keep that house and start off the community center, like I told everybody. And
Yeah.
then I had this little place right here because they old as shit. And I don't know how much longer they got, but I wanted to oh shit, what the hell did I just get into? I wanted to
You did something. You did something. Oh shit. Shit. Yeah, right. What the hell happened, Riders? Yeah, shout out to the plug. I'm gonna drop the link again. I don't know what happened, but Miss 702, what's going on, baby? Amos, I see y'all in here. Good old people's in here. I see y'all up in here. Cruising, I ain't forget about y'all. I'm trying to catch up with the chat as well. I told you I wasn't gonna be paying attention for a minute. But all in all, though, this is the truth though. Gotta start setting the bar a little bit higher again. Some of you parents gonna have to get out of that notion of trying to be friends all the time with your kids. Can't do it. It still has to be a boundary because when it's all said and done, we gonna get the results we getting now. Again, how could y'all complain about certain situations when you're producing the poison? Gotta ask that question. Dan, what's going on, bro? And again, happy Friday to everybody that pulled in. If y'all just tuned in, y'all already know choose violence on the like button today. I got you. I got you.
they was playing me. No, but
Yeah,
see,
I don't
look,
know what
right
the hell
behind.
happened. Huh?
That's a nice big 3-story building right there. As you can see
Yeah,
behind me,
yeah,
look how big that joint is. And it's right in the corner. I was like, if I can get enough money through fundraisers, I'll talk to the
yeah,
owners. And they like, there's some elderly people like she can't hardly walk. Like, let me get the building off of you and let me turn it
yeah.
into something. I got the right ideas. I was just getting back on my feet.
That's what I'm saying. Like I was stressing out yesterday. I was talking about, and I'm still going to try to do this shit my damn self and figure out a few things that, like that. Even with you got that LLC, that shit is even good because that could be not even so much as a tax write off. That shit is, it could be neat. It could be used even for that. Get that building together, get the resources you need and shit, and then that can be a tax write off to a degree. You know, because you're doing
Hmm.
something for the community. It's not like you doing it for self.
Exactly. That's why I said I'm gonna take my time and do everything the right way. I'm about to grip me another job, which means
Yeah,
lesser time, but it's only just to work enough time to get the money that I need, get rid of the extra job, and just stay with the regular steady job. That's it. But you got to make money to make money, like I tell people. I'm not just stuck on one phase. I got backup. So, and it took me a minute to peep this and figure it out. Like I've been 3 years working on trying to like do this little thing with the LLC and everything. So Like making mistake after mistake has taught me and has given me the right idea on what to do.
Or Uncle L, you better keep quiet in that damn chat before I tell
Oh
them
shit.
birds to come over there where you at, man. You don't want no smoke, man. I'm trying to respect you as a neighborhood uncle, but you don't want no smoke with them seagulls, son.
Yo, I see them Jones out at Jersey, man. When I go to the casinos, them Jones out, yo, they some thieves. I only see them Jones over there.
No,
When I go
sometimes
to
they
AC.
attack your food.
No, not my food. I seen them little niggas go inside the fucking. I got videos and shit. They go in the stores. They be stealing people's fucking. Yo, I be like, what the fuck?
Thanks.
Them little niggas.
You know, that's what I'm saying.
Don't trust them.
Them niggas.
At least they only steal food. Imagine them stealing your jewelry and your money.
No, you know, it's crazy. Yeah, it been nice. We had maybe 2 days where it was kind of iffy, but it was all in all nice.
It's the weather. You about to see all the disrespectful kids come out and they mamas. You
Ain't that
gonna be
almost
seeing
every
Nate at
place,
war. We're gonna get that nigga a bazooka, a Uzi, them little Jones. What is it that they have in the armor cars? They go. You be shooting with them
I
Jones.
told y'all. Just give me the animals. Just give me all the animals I need, and we got this, baby. I'm gonna be the new Noah.
We need perpetual. We need 100 kangaroos.
We need to buy tools, nigga. Like shit.
I need to go visit Perpetual. I need to go get 100 kangaroos off of Australia. We need 1,000 straight off the gate.
No doubt, Luz. Appreciate you, bro. Nah, but
I was just watching the story about the little girl that slapped the shit out the teacher, and I'm saying here, I was like, yo, it's crazy, right? Because I was just saying that last year, and I got into some heat with somebody on Facebook because of that. Like, I know that I defend the kids that get bullied and shit like that, but I also know that there's kids out here that are disrespectful as shit because of the training they get at home.
Thanks.
And that don't make it no easy for the other kids out here, like. And then it makes it hard because then you got the people that feel some type of bias, as you want to call them. I don't know what people want to call them. To me, they bias because you feel some type of way of this situation. Now, all kids is to blame. No, it's not like that. That would be that because I feel some type of way of certain teachers. That means that all teachers are to blame. Not all teachers are bullies, abusers, assholes, pedophiles. Like, that don't go for all teachers. It's just for certain teachers. And that's what I'm here for. I'm like, shit, one mess with my kid, let me expose the ones that are out there. I'm not staying shut. Same way that I exposed my son's teacher, I'll sit here and expose any other teacher. You don't stay shut when your child is going through some shit. Like, you speak up. Like, and if they threaten you, that's when you speak up even louder. You speak up like the lady that was at that meeting yesterday with fire and passion.
Yeah. Nah, he's supposed to. Let's see if you don't set that. If you don't set that, this is why we're gonna keep continuously having that problem. That's why I said back in the days, man. Listen.
Back in the days, we got our ears pulled, man. Listen, my mom wasn't that much of my life, but the people around her was. Like, the old heads, like I told y'all, I had a truancy officer in my life. I had a counselor in my life. I had a lady that was a therapist in my life. Like, so even though I was going through the bullshit, I had people picking me up. I may not have seen it at that moment, but when I started getting older, I seen all this shit. And I get the phrases, I get everything they was talking about now. And that's why I be telling people, like, yo, if it took us this long to figure out half of the shit that our old heads was telling us, what the hell makes us think that our kids are going to grip it that fast? They have to see us. We're not leading by example. A lot of us isn't. And a lot of these kids follow what the adults are doing outside in these streets. Like, I get that the parents are the role models, but in reality, it's people like Nate that are on the street out here talking to these kids or talking, you know, how can I say, trying to, like, even though he's minding his business, people like me, even though I'm minding my business, but he still gives that lending hand, that shoulder to lean on. Like, there's people out here that look at people like that. Now, here's the problem. Will they always end up with somebody like Nate? Will they always end up with somebody like y'all shorty Rachel? Will they always end up with somebody like Uncle L that will guide them the right way, the word, or somebody like Perpetual? I mean, you know, we could just keep going. Like, I'm trying to look at people in here in the chat. So like, here, like 22 Ronin, like I'm talking about like people that'll sit here and try to guide them the right way. Will they always bump heads with someone like that? That's not always the case, and we've all seen it.
Yeah. Because I'm the most logical person you could think of until you do something ignorant. Then I'm just eulogy petty. But other than
Exactly.
that,
We all have
I'm gonna keep it
reactions.
the way I keep it.
We all have reactions. It's how we do it. It's what we do and how we do it. Like we all have reactions. Like I can sit here and get mad for 1 second and be like, "Oh, this bitch has pissed me off." Now that's one thing compared to me going off and being real extra because somebody just got on my nerves for that 1 second. Like I've seen people here on social media the same way as in social media, they do it out here in real life. Like I'm not saying that social media is not real. What I'm trying to say is face to face. Like I've seen people out here like really act ratchet in front of people and disrespect them. Like go off for no reason. Like you could just sit here and they ask you for your opinion. You see where I'm coming from? You give them your straight up honest opinion and they'll go off even more. Situations like that, I walk away. I don't got time to feed into that shit. You want to know why? Because if I feed into it, now you see my son feeding into every little situation that he'll bump into outside. So why would I sit here and lead him through that example? Best way is walk away. That gets him even more mad, or that pisses him off even more. Walk away. I learned that at an early age. You walk away, they get mad fast.
Shoot, that's what I do a lot of times anyway. Sometimes I'll sit there and oh, you think it's a game? Watch this, walk away. Word, what's going on, bro?
Chilling. I just wanted to pop over real quick. The kids going crazy, but yeah, Rach, you ain't see that video, did you?
Which
I
video?
took I took the word petty and trademarked it, and I'm using it as a mentorship on and off YouTube.
Oh yeah,
I got
you
a
was
non
talking about it to me on the live yesterday.
Yeah, so I got a nonprofit organization my family do. So we took petty, turned it into an acronym. Once all the trademarking is done, I'm gonna
See, that's something I haven't
show
figured out how
everybody.
to do yet.
But mentorship, it works different ways. So even the content that we make, like you make, I make, anybody who got inspirational content, I found a way to market that as a form of mentorship, so we can get this content out to, as people with, single moms and stuff. And then when we do lives, we can have these people come in and we can directly talk to them. We can't be right there all the time, but at least if they hear the voice or have someone they can reach out to, then we get the Discord, so it's different. I put the Discord link in there. I'm developing that Discord because we can contact one another. So, like, if we find somebody in Texas that I made a connection to, he need to reach out to me, talk to me, or whatever, we can use that Discord platform for that. So we can't always like be right there to physically mentor people, but with technology we can. It'd be almost like a hotline. But yeah, we doing stuff. I mean, you inspired me, sis. I see you out there with boots on the ground. And, I'm physically getting stronger where I can move around and do more stuff. So I'm about to get back on it. Like we didn't had this nonprofit organization for 3 years, and we help people transition. Like people getting out of jail, people who just had bad luck, people who coming out of rehab. They need a place to go, so we help them find. Not only help them find homes, but we help them get back on their feet with different skills and trade and mentorship. But yeah, it's a movement, man. So we building for real. So um, that'll be up and going hopefully next week. That's like one of my early birthday presents, and I'm sharing it with everybody else. So look out for that.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Shit. Shout out to the plug again. My bad. Damn.
That's a good thing
I was
though. See,
busy.
that's something positive and something that'll, how can I say, something that'll motivate these kids. Because I said it before, and I've been speaking on it for the past 2 years. Like a lot of these kids don't mind starting their own businesses and stuff like that. Just a lot of them don't know how to, and a lot of them can't really get their LLC at a young age. So why not get a parent to start them off or somebody else? Like that's why I came up with the idea with the community center. I bring in the workshops they get certified. I'm like, so you got a great idea. So don't stop and keep pushing for it. Because I'm trying to do the same thing to get these kids off the streets and get their dreams at least one step closer to their dreams. Doing something that they like doing, not to sit here and be forced to work for the next motherfucker like we was to at one point. I'm sorry to say it, but it's true. We need to be talked to. Like, we wasn't talked to like this when we was young. We wasn't told we had opportunities like this. I figured this out on my own. Like, that's what's crazy.
And
The
Figured
sad
out.
part about it was always there. And even when it was presented, it went over our heads sometimes. Not all of us, but some of us, it went over our heads like, wait a minute, we could have been doing this, mother. But it's not, but again, it's always a trick bag. Because there's some people that already knew from jump, but then it was like, yeah, I'm not going to implement this. You know what stopped them? A lot of that, like how I was talking in the beginning. If you get denied one spot, that don't mean it ain't gonna be another spot that might not, you're never supposed to be feeling the type of way just because you get rejected from one place. That's like even when you're a writer. You get rejected from one spot, you might have 3 other places that might want you or need you. Yo, we need a good columnist. Yo, we need a good this. Come on. Don't deter yourself. Don't matter what it is in life. If you adamant about it, you keep it pushing. Even if you get turned down once or twice, that don't mean that third time might not be a charm. That third time mess around, that be the main time you all go now.
and that's what part of the program is too, is bringing awareness, um, showing the youth that they have more options, and that's why that's how I'm using YouTube because it's psychologists, therapists, and so many different people do so many different things on here and
Yeah,
giving awareness and people access. Because I didn't know what a nurse anesthetist was or anesthesiologist was until I started working with them. And then I was in the process of going to school for it once I figured it out. But I was in my mid to late 20s. Imagine if I would have knew that in high school, I would have been that by now. So it's just bringing awareness to exposing people to things that they might not have around them, but we can do it through YouTube. And when I was in the hood, I mean, wasn't no anesthesiologist coming to my school in the hood, but on YouTube, guess what? If a parent, we can have a work. I got it. Once it's done, I roll out all the plans. But there's a couple people that I personally know that I'm bringing into it, and it's some people I met. Like I met a lot of therapists on here. I met some social workers. I know 2 doctors from here. Bringing them on there and giving the kids access to them, so they can see, talk to them, and have an idea like it's possible to achieve this. Like I said, it's the awareness. Like you just said, you didn't know, so that's part of the goal is to expose it to them young. They know it's a possibility, and that's something that they can strive for. They ain't got to worry about being a rapper or ball player. Now they can be a scientist. I see someone who looks like me that I can relate to who did it, so I know I can do it too. That's just how things are perceived. But let me drop down real quick. I gotta feed the baby.
Oh shit. Before you go, bro, that baby better not. I don't want to hear nothing later about nothing. Thing number 1 and thing number 2 did nothing. I released my petty powers. That's your power.
Thing 2 been cool. It's been thing 1, man. He changed his pull up and just decided to hurl it across the room earlier. So I'm like, I think
He
he's
said,
going to the Olympics for what is the shot? When they throw the ball, I forgot the name of it.
"Yeah,
Yeah, he
the shot
launched
put."
it now. Yeah, he launched it. I'm looking like, what is you doing? Like, yeah, he just okay, yeah. But yeah, I get with y'all later. Let me handle these kids, man.
No doubt, bro. Appreciate you, bro. And I'll shoot. I don't know. I might be doing this poetry night early tonight. I think I need some
Mm.
club late tonight before anything. So yeah, you're getting a
Is that
triple
on
dose. Bro.
Warzone? I get all the notifications on.
Yeah, Warzone 8718. They ain't playing around with nobody right now. But
Mhm.
I learned my lesson though. No, I learned my lesson. Found out I can't play Shake Your Ass no more. I can't. And I didn't even mean to play that song yesterday. That's what got me tight.
What song you played?
I played Mystical already. I played Danger. I already said I got a feeling it's probably gonna be something because I don't remember if I got a claim for that the last time. I know I got a claim for Shake Your Ass though. So I was like, I don't know if that one's gonna give me the. I turned around. I went to go play Trick Daddy, and it went right to the next Mystical song. I said, "Oh, my shit bugging. I said, my shit tweaking. I said, they heard me stressing. It's not a strike, but
They start messing with you. I don't get that.
it's like if it's back-to-back copyrighted music, but it's not like I meant to play it. Yeah, man. This time I was being truthful about it. I didn't mean to play it.
He said, that's why I'm learning how to.
Upset, right?
I'm learning how to edit them Jones and fix it.
I'm not editing. I don't be listen. A lot of times I get rid of them because if I was really worried about my scalp hurt. Like,
I get rid of the whole live stream if it's back-to-back copy strikes. Copy claims.
Nah, but see, this is what I'm saying. All in all, they know how I do it. I don't fucking spam or do nothing. I don't even keep those up because that's not really content to me. That's just me. Man, listen, I'm vibing with y'all. What up? Yeah, man, get up out of here with that.
I'm trying to figure out how some people get away with it though, because I've seen it. I'm like, they must have like a DJ license or something.
Somebody says something about copy or getting the copyright, whatever. But I'm not paying that much for it. I'm sorry. Like, I don't want, because again, I'm just, a lot of times, first of all, you shouldn't even get mad. You still getting a commercial. What the hell? Like,
yeah.
If you feel like that, all right, guess what? You still getting a commercial. I'm not doing no commercial free. As you see, you ain't, man. Stop playing with me, man.
But see, I learned about the copyright claim. I was trying to figure out all this stuff, and I was reading into it. I'm like, the copyright claim ain't nothing but they getting revenue off your video. That's it.
I don't want y'all to get revenue over nothing that I'm not keeping up. I'm sorry. That's the point. I'm not even keeping it up. And I'm not promoting nothing. I'm promoting me being passionate right now.
Basically, we're the ads. So we play their job, they get paid. That's what it is. And then the strike, you're not allowed to play their shit. They clap your channel.
Yeah, well, at least it wasn't a strike, but still, I'm just like, because I turned around and noticed, I said, they really clapped the whole live? I knew it was coming.
Yeah, they did that to me when I played them 2 Pink songs. I was like, what the hell happened? I'm like, I played Pink songs before. Y'all want to sit here and just, I was like, fuck it, keep it.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. I'm just sitting there, so you know what it is. I said, but I'm going to try to do this different today. I'm going to need everybody to be up in that sucker just in case, because I don't know. I see you back in the building, baby.
I stepped up to the joint yesterday. I was in here looking at them videos of the teachers and stuff like that. I'm saying, I'm like, this shit is just crazy how there's so many teachers surfacing up. Not just with the abuse, but I'm like, this bullying shit is getting crazy. Now you saying this. Sometimes I feel like half this shit is like, I don't know if it's all real or not, but I'm like, it's just like back to back. It's like they're trying to distract us.
Yeah. Some of it is distraction, and some of it ain't. Some of it really is. Some people are just not being proactive like how they used to be back in the day.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, because again, we wasn't going to school to fight our teachers. We was going to school to actually try to learn something and do something. Nowadays, you're sitting, and then look, some, like D Truth said earlier, some of y'all sending them to school because that's your babysitter. But I feel like this: if you bringing them in the world, you got to be responsible for them, and that means whether you working or you're not, you still have to be responsible.
How many parents you don't hear out here in the street, whether you on a bus, store, anywhere, you walking by, oh man, I should have sent your ass to school. I don't got no patience for this shit today. And they keep going and they keep going. I'm like, you should have never had them. Yeah. Simple as that. You wasn't meant to be a fucking parent.
Even I feel like this, even if you gotta take a parenting course, like prime example, even in this day and age now, even if you not sure of the ropes, you ain't got nobody to really help you. They still got parenting courses for that, and that's the smartest thing. And I want all these youngins that's out here being fast to understand that if you end up being in a situation where you think you can't get out of it, they still have programs for that. Like, don't get it twisted. It's all up to
Yeah,
you to
because
make that decision, and you have to make a calculated decision because now, when it's all said and done, if it is that situation at hand, you have to think about more than just yourself. Now you got to think about you and that safety of that baby.
hmm and
Facts.
not just that, a lot of these parents need to realize that what they say to their kids at an early age also affects them. Like some of y'all moms need to be careful when y'all talk to these kids, and I've heard it time after time. Like, stop telling them that it's their fault. They can't be happy no more. That they can't go out. They can't do none of the stuff they used to. You should have never had them. See, a lot of y'all females think that y'all could trap a nigga by a kid by them, and it's not like that. Like, you trapping yourself by having their kid thinking that you're gonna trap the nigga.
Facts.
Hold on, I have to take this. Go ahead, Nate. I'm sorry.
No, you good. You good. No, but it's just being responsible. That's really about it. Like, it's a two-way street, yeah, because it takes two to tango. But guess what? Y'all both got to be logical. But if and this is why I said the difference between then and now. Back in the day when there was the youngins having kids, it was still an aspect of it. It was a family aspect. They wasn't doing it by themselves, and if they was doing it by themselves, they still had somewhat of a blanket. But even still, they learned the lesson then. I ain't gonna bring no more into the world until I'm really fully ready or capable to do so. That's just a logical fact right there. And I don't want to say that we are doomed. I still want to say there's hope. And I'm still going to say that there's hope. But all in all, it's time for it to get into accordance now because we definitely need to start winning this battle. You have to. There's no way you can tell me some of y'all can really feel comfortable sending your kids off and then they are doing the things that they're doing. But we know sometimes there's going to be certain situations where some of these kids are out here, they just following the leader like always. Those are the ones that really need to be scooped up because they by them just following and just being misguided, they learning the wrong things. But if you happen to swoop in at the right time and guide them in the right direction, that could make a push for change. And again, some people ain't gonna want to hear it, but we all got to be able to come together and respect each other. Period. So really, time for you parents to take into accordance that your kid is here, obviously, still for a reason. Just like you're still here for a reason. So while you're here and blessed to do so, try to do the best you can. No doubt, Rach. I just realized damn. My bad. I just realized what time it was. Y'all already know if y'all just tuned in, hit the like button. If y'all new to the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Yeah, it's almost about lunchtime. Well, it is lunchtime now. Need the base. I'm just saying, that aspect got to change. At least that got to go back to where it was. Let's have a love and respect for each other. And I'm going to say this again. Some of y'all youngins, if you ain't being taught something, at some point you will. And I'm going to implore you parents that are just being irresponsible and letting your kids run them up. Don't get mad when things happen of a certain nature and you can't do nothing. That's your fault. And again, take that proverbial L. I'm sorry. I'm just going to call it like I see it. I'm calling a spade a spade. There's no way. And if you look, not even just what's being recorded, just things that are being put, newspapers and everything, like, come on. Even things that you managed to see out and about, it shows you. It's a clear disconnect from then till now. We got to get back to that connection, man, because this shit is getting ridiculous out here. There's too many people for self. Some of y'all parents got to stop being selfish. Again, Start getting in tune with your kids. You're not going to get in tune with your kids, then you shouldn't put them in the school system. You need to be homeschooling them. And if you ain't going to do that, then what did you have these kids for? Stop being irresponsible and start making wise decisions. And if you know you ain't ready for any type of consequences, if you ain't ready for the responsibilities that come with that, think twice, and that's it. Oh, shoot, Miss Tracy, what's going on, baby? I'm telling you, it's ridiculous nowadays. It really is. You got people that just, you're not putting your best foot forward. You're not. I'm sorry, because if you was, you would be so in tune with your kids. You wouldn't be getting these situations of teachers and students fighting. Disconnect between the elders and the youth. It like it's just it wouldn't be the way it was. Some of y'all stop being for self again, man. I'm gonna say that as logical as possible. Stop being for self. Some of y'all are gonna cry, mope, and bitch about certain things, but then the same token, you're producing the poison. You have to make it make sense. And you're getting tired of seeing these situations, man. Because again, what is an adult supposed to do? Not to be funny, because sometimes you want to be able to maneuver out of certain situations. And then there's other times where you're going to definitely have to make a choice decision. It starts at home again. And I would implore even, I'm going to bring this back up again. Now, for those who know that there's abuse going on with different kids, so on and so forth. Same way I used to false call on people as far as ACS is concerned, child services is concerned. Y'all need to do that to the people that you know for a fact are coming from these dire backgrounds. Again, how can you cry and mope about certain things in the community if you are producing the poison still? And I can say some of the people that I know out in my area, they've done well as parents. Because we came from that era. We wasn't going to be fighting no damn adult. It was real you got that. And even if you thought you got that, shoot, there was still the parents fighting. Wasn't no kids raising up in nothing. Period. It's fucking crazy. Appreciate you, Bird, for dropping that back up. Like I said, I think I'm gonna try to do some music probably this afternoon. If I don't, the poetry night might be early tonight. I think I need to calm my brain down. See, I can get emotional, but see, I'm not going to think irrational neither. I just don't like my head hurt because there's so many different angles to attack these situations on, and I feel like that. And this going to those people too that work for the quote unquote child services. I think when you feel there's a notion to check up on something, you should do so. Because again, you have people who are slipping through the cracks, and we have had situations where their children are dying because of either neglectful step parents or neglectful parents, so on and so forth. Let's not forget about that. That's another prime example of why we are losing so many to this damn war right now. When you see something that you know for a fact ain't right, you're supposed to do the right thing regardless. Because that shit has a lasting effect. It has a boomerang effect. And again, how can you even cry and mope about certain situations if you're not attacking them? If you ain't realizing that it's just certain things that don't look right, you're continuing the same cycle. Like I said earlier in the live, let me would have thought to raise my hands up towards anybody. Half of these people knew if they didn't know my mom's, they knew somebody in my family or on my father's side of the family. So it did not matter. I was on all day, and that's how it was as a community. Especially the ones that you know for a fact, yeah, they could be something. They gonna definitely be something. You want to make sure you guide them in the right direction. Because, yeah, we know you can't have your eyes on the kids 24/7. We know that. But then again, even when you letting your kids out and about, they still supposed to have watchful eyes. Ain't that what it was back in the day? Oh, I'm going to say before it really started getting out of hand. Because now it's like you can't say nothing to them. You let them run wild. Then when stuff happens, no. Y'all going to have to let that broken system in place. No. You got to do as you see fit as a parent. And discipline, by all means, is what it means. So it's something to think about, man. We don't start implementing that, it's going to get worse. And it's going to get to a point where, guess what? Now, what if the teachers decide they don't want to be bothered at all? Like, again, you got people who are quitting their jobs because of the situation right here. I'm not going to be coming into my job. I'm trying to really teach, be passionate, and do what I'm supposed to be doing. And I'm not doing it just for a check. I'm doing it because I really want to help the youth be something in their life. And I got to worry about somebody fighting me. I got to worry about somebody possibly pulling out a gun, doing some next shit. Nah, I shouldn't have to do that either. It's time for y'all parents who are being irresponsible to start getting in accordance and stop upholding your kids in wrong. That's another thing I say. Stop upholding them in wrong. When you know they doing wrong, they fucking up. No, you gotta scold their ass. I'm sorry. And if they ain't gonna get together, they ain't gonna respect you, then you know what to do. Send their asses right on off. Somewhere to send them somewhere where they can get right. Sorry. Just like I said, most of us we know had you get one jail-free card for real. After that, you was sitting your ass down. And some of the parents I know out here right now, even in their golden age, they still feel like that. Like, man, listen. I just heard somebody tell their grandson the other day, all right, I know you really didn't have nothing to do with this, is that, and third, and I got you. But the next time you get wrapped up in some shit, I don't care what it is. Nope, sit down. Because if I done told you something early in the day you ain't listen, hey, get what you got coming to you. And I understood what that meant. Like I said, the first time I got wrapped up, I was like, oh, you serious? Yeah, me and my mom was going back and forth about it. I know, but shoot. But I understood what she meant, and she was right about that. If you'd have just stayed home, because you always outside, if you'd have just stayed home that day, that could have been avoided. So I understood what she meant by that. And at some point, that's really what's going to end up happening. A lot of them are going to end up learning the hard way, which I feel is mad. But for those who don't want to learn the hard way or shouldn't have to learn the hard way, just do what you got to do. Do the right things, man. For those who need to hear it again, even if you ain't got that stern background like you think you should have, a closed mouth don't get fed. So if you need the help, you're going to have to get the help from the people who actually want to help. Don't let that ball go over your head. Just wanted to chime in with y'all because this was basically a wrap up from last night. I don't believe we do, but if we don't really get ahead of things like we're supposed to, we definitely don't. Shouldn't you want to see a better future, a brighter future still? They are supposed to still be the future. I did believe that song because it resonated. And it can still resonate to a higher degree. But you have to teach them something outside of the bullshit. And that's it. But you know, I'm not even going to keep y'all. It's about time for me to try to figure out this lunch. You know what it is. Chilling. Yeah. Um, definitely appreciate everybody for tuning in. Who knows? Could be a part 3 to this at some point. Could be next week. Who knows? I'm always uncalculated, so um, this was a good conversation, a good wrap up to some degree. Hopefully, some of y'all that did get this or watch this replay, hopefully y'all get this message out for real. If y'all was new to the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Shout out to the replay game. Shout out to the Shadow Mafia. Y'all already know what it is. This was definitely a good convo. And I'll be back most likely. If I can't go YouTube on the backup, yeah, catch me on StreamYard with a notification. So, you know what? Shoot. Might be a special. Poetry night could be on that backup channel for the night. So, yeah. You don't get 2 for 1. For everybody that was in attendance this morning, oh yeah, shout outs to Riders, shout outs to The Word, shout outs to D Truth popping up. Everybody that was in attendance, y'all already know that love is love and it'll be reciprocated as such. I don't know how to be fake. All I can do is give you real. That's all I'm gonna do is give you real topics and real builds. And we definitely gonna be back on that backup later. So I hope to see most of y'all on that backup right there. That Bird just dropping. I appreciate you, Bird, baby. And make sure y'all sub up the Bird. She got something going on tonight too, definitely. Make sure you drop your link, Bird. Definitely gonna be in the building for that too as well. So, you know, Mom's eye was going on. You late to church. Or unless you was shadow hugging. But y'all stay safe. Keep that third eye open. We'll definitely be back. Until the next live, we out of here. Peace and blessings.